Hello, it's Lauren doing a voiceover for this brand new video that nobody asked for. So story time. I took up wood burning back in September maybe, and I had been doing a bunch of things on pieces of scrap wood, and so I decided that I thought it would be a good idea to try to actually do something that might turn out well. So I had been trying to do that for probably 2 months. And 2 months went by, and I was still really bad at it. I was practicing making this here project that we're gonna start seeing right about now. Right here, this is what you see. That was my first attempt at it. And so, during this video, the continuity isn't good, but you'll see the process of me going through and wood burning this here project for my friend Zachary. I had done it once before, and it turned out so terribly, and so I decided to buy a different board and do it again because I was not satisfied. Side note, you see, you can only go so far in one direction, and so it looks like I didn't finish it, but I swear when I was done with each letter, I turned the board around to get the other side so it wouldn't look so bad. But anyway, so I had made my dad a project for Christmas, and it turned out okay. Wasn't my favorite thing, but I just thought it was kind of funny because it just looked like something my dad would like. And then I made one for fun for my mom because she was telling me how badly she wanted one, and so I made her one too. And then I showed the photo of my mom's to my friend Zach, and I said, my mom approves, and he says, so do I. And then he says, I want one. And I was like, okay. He was kind of like, kind of kidding, kind of serious. I was like, okay. And so I was going to make him a smaller one, but the words and the names just couldn't fit on the small one. And so I had to buy a bigger, longer board. And so this here recording time lapse is my second attempt. Oh, those are the stencils I use. This is my second attempt at the same, letters and sayings or whatever, names. And so far so good. When I was doing it, I got a few burnt fingers and a couple splinters actually, because I forgot to sand it. Don't tell Zach. Oh, fun fact, sometimes when you start using one side of the wood burner for too long, the other side gets scorching hot, and so you have to flip it around. But you have to burn it off a little bit on a different piece of board, because then it's just so dark and it doesn't blend in well. The N, this is where it started to get tricky. So I did all of the curved letters last, like the P and the O and stuff. I did all those last because curving is very hard for me still. So it took me a few tries to get it right. And so I used the first board I had as a practice board. So I would trace every letter out on it beforehand, before doing it on the actual board. And then I would practice each letter, and then I would start in on the actual project itself. And when I was doing it, I just told myself I was going to get like maybe 3 letters done the first time I did it. Oh no, I got it all done in one night. It took me so long. I was like, I should really go to sleep. It was a Wednesday, and my dad wasn't home because he doesn't come home on Wednesdays. And I was out there till I think 1:30 in the morning. And after each letter, I would send a picture of one of the letters to any friend or amigo on Twitter. And I'd say, do you approve? And they said, oh my gosh, yes. And I'd be like, are you sure though? Because like, look at the A right now. Look at the corner of that A. Oh, and the R. Oh, that's where I forgot to start recording. Sorry. But I would need their approval, and they're like, it looks so good. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I should even send this one. Should I do it again? They're like, oh my gosh, no, don't send it again. So I decided to just keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. And, Brian sent me a message on Words with Friends. Hi, Brian. Right there in the right corner, that silver little vice grip thing, that's what I use to change the tips on the wood burner, because obviously you don't want to use your fingers, because that shit is hot. Almost 1,000 degrees, guys. My first one only got to 750. The established in 2017 part was very difficult because the letters were so much smaller than the ones at the top. And so I really had to take my time. There's me erasing all the lines and measurements I had, and I was done. And so that's a lot different than the first one I ever made. There's the edited photo with nicer colors, but oh, I packed it and sent it. I did. My dad, I texted him and I said, hey, do you have a box at work that you could bring home? It needs to be at least 30 inches long. He said, I'll see what I can find. I said, okay. He brought this one home. It looked like a legit pizza box. And so he brought this box home, and it was a chore and a half to get it to fit in there. We had a lot of cutting and taping and all that's kind of jazz moraz going on there. But yes. So back to the photo. That's what I made it look like. A couple of the letters, like the N, for example, and kind of the O and the G. For it being my first project that I actually tried really hard on, it looks like that. I'm not too upset, It could be better, but I think we all know that about anything we do, and so I think that's okay. I sent it, 2 weeks ago? A week and a half ago, and the post office has it for Zach, but they just haven't given it to him yet, and he hasn't been able to get it, which is making me really mad, and I told him I'm gonna take a flight or drive down to Alabama and go into that post office and take the package from them, get me a refund, and hand deliver it, because I'm tired of waiting, and it took me a lot of time to get this done, so I would appreciate it if, they could give it to him, because I just want him to have it so I know it's there, so it's not going to be busted in half over somebody's knee, and yeah, that's all. Okay, so thank you for watching the progress of me wood burning my first ever wood burning project. I hope you enjoyed. I had fun doing this voiceover. I never do this. I think it went well. That's all. I hope you have a nice night. It's 8:40 p.m. as I record this now. That's why I say night. Not that it matters. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Have a nice day tomorrow or today, and see you later. Okay, bye.